Back in the 1980s, there was one woman who got their nation moving by bringing exercise into every British living room.
She was incredible, and she did it all while wearing a green lycra. There she is.
Wow.
Diana Moran, who you know best as the Green Goddess, got us all moving and stretching in ways we didn't think was possible in the 80s. But at the age of 85, has she stuck to her strict exercise regime?
Well, it's time to find out. It's been 40 years, but she's finally back on our screens. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Green Goddess. Oh, wow.
Just beautiful.
You are stunning. You sit wherever you want. You're the Green Goddess. You can go wherever you fancy.
And she's wearing green.
Oh.
Of course I am.
I love it. It's so lovely to meet you, Diana.
Thank you.
You was totally an 80s icon. I can remember her.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't get up and do the work.
You were,
I just
you were a
sat
little
there.
girl.
I
You were
was a little girl,
Oh,
yeah. I
sweet.
wasn't that little, maybe, yeah, about 6, 7,
Well, that was
sort of
little.
age.
My mum said that she used your workout routines after she had me and my brother, and so in postpartum,
brilliant.
it was really important to her. She loved it. So it's such a pleasure to have you on the show. It really is.
It really is. I mean, how did you even get into becoming the Green Goddess? How did it all happen?
Oh, totally by mistake. I mean,
Really?
it wasn't planned at all. I was a personnel and welfare officer in a big department store in the West Country. And because I'm so tall, one day they asked me to be a model in one of their fashion shows. I was seen by HTV, my station back home. Before I knew it, I was doing afternoon programmes with them. But they knew that I also went off every Thursday, bright red, to Butlins to Keep Fit. And I did it for fun with the holiday makers. And the whole thing, well, it bubbled on.
But why was you not the Red Goddess?
I could have been the Scarlet Devil, the Red Devil, the Red Devil. And then the BBC saw me and was starting breakfast time. Wow. And I got this phone call to say, would you like to come? Probably just to be with us for the first week. And I was there for 4.5 years.
That is
unbelievable.
incredible.
And your career just literally flew, didn't it?
Oh, absolutely it did, yes.
And
yes.
you sort of started back up doing fitness videos during COVID, right? Did you
I
come back?
certainly did. The BBC rang me during COVID and said, people are sitting at home, they can't go to their gyms, come on, do something for us. And so, with a gentleman friend of mine back at home in Shepperton...
Yes, we live right next to each other.
But we didn't know it until just now.
We just found out we're neighbours.
And so this gentleman, with his phone, took videos of me in my conservatory, and that's what went out on the BBC during COVID.
And was you just doing that because you felt like...
He was 86, 7.
No.
And here am I, 85, so not too bad.
You're doing well. You're
Honestly,
doing
you look incredible. You really...
I love the fact that you did that, though. Did you do that for the older generation or everybody? Because I know we had Joe Wicks in lockdown. Do you remember everyone was
came
using it?
after I had started. Basically, I did it for people who were at home, sitting there, bored, not able to go to their gyms. But because, of course, I'm an older person, I had to do it in a rather quieter way than I might have done all those years ago.
I mean, I'm a huge advocate for fitness. I absolutely love it. It's a massive part of my routine. But, like, have you sort of adapted it since you've become older?
You have to.
Yeah.
It's the best way to say it. Obviously, I can't do as much and so dramatically as I used to be able to, but it's absolutely essential that you keep yourself fit. I mean, if you don't keep this body fit, where else are you going to live?
It's the only place we have got to live, isn't it?
Absolutely it is, yes. And life is richer. I mean, I know, having got to this age now, and I work on the cruise ships a lot with often, you know, older people, let's be quite truthful, and the ones who have kept fit, who are able to move around, get the full enjoyment from life. From seeing new places, doing new things, maybe dancing a little and all the rest of it. It's really essential. And, of course, if you keep your body fit, chances are you keep the mind fit. Do you know, I've just spent the most amazing weekend up in York, and it's been with the U3 U3A. Do you know what that is?
No.
What's that?
Well, the U3A is an organisation with 400,000 people here in the UK. They're everywhere. They're in Shepperton, they're in everywhere. And they're groups of people who come together, probably 4 or 5 times a week to learn a bit, to sew a bit, to do bridge,
Can anybody do that, or do you have to be a certain age?
Anybody.
So I could join that?
It was... Actually, no, quite truthful.
ruined.
It's aimed for semi-retired people, retired people.
OK.
But it's fantastic.
You could retire,
lovely.
though. You could
I
retire.
might retire.
Yeah.
So we had a conference, the first they'd ever done, 900 people, and I cut the ribbon.
Well, listen, we've spoken so much about exercise, Diana. We want to try them out for ourselves. We really do.
We do, but before we do, let's take a look at you in action back in the 80s.
Oh, heavens.
Good morning. All this week we've been exercising from top to toe. Wake up and stretch up.
Let's get physical, physical. I wanna get physical. Let's get into physical. Let me hear your body talk.
To tone up the muscles under the arm. Gets a bit flabby there as we get a bit older.
Let's now tone and firm the tops of the legs. Then
Down, back in big circles.
it's never too late to start keeping fit. We've warmed up, we've limbered up, and we'll be back again tomorrow morning to deal with those other problem areas.
Oh, you look absolutely incredible. And you've got some golden rules, haven't you, for keeping young? What are your golden rules for keeping
one of
young?
the very important ones is to keep in touch with younger people.
Yeah.
To listen to the music that they like, see the clothes that they... hear their point of view.
Yeah.
And it stops you from saying, or from being bigoted, saying, it was never like that in my day.
Well, someone who's younger than us is our Joel, and he's here. Look at this young un. Here's the young un. Oh, he's ready for you, Diana.
I love it.
Look at that. Yes, Joel. Can I just stress?
What do you think, Diana?
Oh, well done. And you did it so quickly.
Oh, my God, it was very quick.
Can I just stress this was his idea? No one else's.
It's fantastic. I do appreciate it. I really do.
It's going to take me a lot
amazing,
longer
Joel.
to get out of it, I think.
Right, let me go put mine on there. Hold on a
Come
sec.
on, Alison, go on.
I'm only joking.
What's going on in
The
this
world doesn't need that.
today?
Not
I feel so free.
Well, now, if you feel that great, you better be actually doing something.
Yes. What are we going to do?
I am. So
Now-
are we like, because we're sitting down, is this for, like, people with maybe limited movement, do you think?
Whatever movement you've got, even if it is limited,
Yeah.
you want to make the most of what you've got.
Yes.
So if, in fact, you've got upper body movement, then you must keep at it.
Yeah.
We'll do a bit of that. But I'll tell you, the most important thing for me is getting out of bed in the morning and stretching. Now, you could even be in your chair doing some of what I'm going to
OK.
do. Otherwise, come on, let's get up on our feet.
Yes.
Shall I do it in the chair to show people what...
Oh, you could do.
I'll do that
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
Go
yeah.
on then.
What a good idea. All right. Feet a little... This is getting out of bed in the morning,
Yeah.
all right? Feet a little bit apart. Just bend the knees.
Oh, yeah.
And come up. Nice deep breath. And stretch. And down you go. I call this the monkey, and
Oh,
I do
yeah.
I
about
love
3
this.
of these every morning.
It's actually really lovely.
Up and stretch, and one more, down and stretch. Now, stay up there, Joel. And what I want you to do is take the one hand up, feet a little bit further apart, and then over we go.
Yes, please.
All right?
That's a
And
good
just
one.
stretch.
I love us.
Just stretch.
Oh, I love a
feels
stretch.
so
Isn't that good?
so
And back
good.
you come, hand down,
good.
up again,
God.
and over you go, and a nice stretch. Let's just do one more.
What's this
Hopefully
towel for, Diana?
Right. Let's show you what you can do. So you've just stretched, you got
Yep.
out of bed, you're now having your bath, you've had your bath.
Yes, please.
Oh, yeah,
Take
I've had
the
me bath.
towel behind you.
OK.
All right? And now just up
Oh, yeah.
and down.
Oh.
Up, and that's working the shoulders
Or you
and the
can
back.
pull it and get a stronger stretch.
That's good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love that stretch.
That's
The
it. And then,
tricep.
of course, fiddle around and pop it over the other side.
This
Not
is
quite so
great.
easy. All right.
I feel like we're in the shower together.
And there you are. You've dried your back and you've
This is
stretched out.
great.
Just
And it's
sit down
important
for
to
a
get
minute.
your wrists really healthy as well when you're getting older, isn't it?
It's keeping the fingers and the wrists. So what I've done, gone in the garden, found
Such
a
a
bit of
good
bamboo,
idea.
bit of string, and one of my water bottles. Now, all you do is just wind up or down, whichever
So
way
good.
you are at the moment. And now I'm going down again. Now you're working your wrists.
You can feel it
and
here
your
as
arm-
well.
Yeah, you can indeed.
It's so simple, but it's so effective.
So simple.
Absolutely. One more. Up we
One
go.
of the biggest contributing factors to a longer life is apparently your grip strength. So it's
Really?
really
Yeah.
important. So being able to like hang on a bar and it's just...
It's just important to have physical independence. Otherwise, you've got to say to somebody, can you reach that for me? I mean, when I work out, pick up the bottles a minute.
Yeah.
When I work out, I always think that there are the 3 S's. First of all, strength.
Thank
and I'll
you.
show you how to do it. Now, you've got to get your elbows into your waist.
OK.
All right? Now, that's building up strength in your bicep muscle. All right?
I think this is the best I've ever looked on telly.
You look
This
brilliant.
is, look at this, look at that, look at that.
And then there's stamina.
Ben Shepherd wouldn't do this. Look at this.
Now, what I want you to do with you is when you two, you're
Yeah.
in the studio, and it's pretty sort of stressful, isn't it? So just shrug your
Oh,
shoulders.
yes.
It's,
that
it's
works.
such an easy one.
There's so much tension there.
But the one that I love to get rid of tension, hands on your... There.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to have closed your eyes, shut your mouth. And when I say 3, we're going to lift our hands off our thighs and stretch out the fingers. We're going to open our eyes. We're going to open our mouth, take our tongue out and roar like a lion.
OK.
And this really gets rid of frustration.
wait.
Oh, OK.
OK, here we go. Hands on there.
OK.
Eyes are closed, mouth is closed, Mrs. Moran. And I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and then all the action happens.
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3. And that's the one when you can really get rid of your frustration.
I love
Diana,
that.
thank you so much for joining us. That
It's
was
been
so
a
much fun.
pleasure.
And Joel,
I've really got into that.
A round of applause for Joel, please.
You bet, you bet.
Round of applause for Diana. Thank you so much,
Thank
Diana.
you
I have
so
to
much.
watch around Shepperton now.
Yes.
There's a green god.
Thank you. I
love it.
Oh, I really enjoyed that. Thank you. You're an absolute legend. It's an
No.
absolute pleasure.
So much.